Something spooky. We love a skull story. For some reason, people out there, humans out there, are having skulls. And this skull has been returned to its cathedral after 60 years of being stolen by a tourist. Because there's some weird tourist out there was like, I want to steal this Austrian skull and be like, hey, look what I got from Austria. Some poor guy who just was, in the afterlife or whatever. This is from Paul Kirby. I hope it got cursed by a witch. This is Paul Kirby on BBC. It's not something you expect, since Franz Zethetner, who opened a parcel address to Vienna's St. Stephen's Cathedral to discover a skull inside. The cathedral's archivist admits to being taken aback by the package, but alongside the skull was a letter of explanation. A man in northern Germany said he had stolen the skull as a young tourist about 60 years before, and now wanted to hand it back. He had taken it while on a guided tour of the catacombs beneath St. Stephen's, which contains the remains of about 11,000 people buried during the 18th century. That's the 1700s people. In his letter... Sorry, no, that's not right. The 1900s. 21st century. Yeah, you always go back. Sorry. 1700s. I was correct the first time. In his letter, the tourist with the guilty conscience described how he wanted to make a peace with himself as he came towards the end of his life. After his clarification on the matter, it was touching that someone would wish to make amends for an act of youthful exuberance, Franz Zethetner told the BBC. Also, that he had carefully preserved the skull over the years, even if it was not according to the rules, instead of carelessly getting rid of it. Yeah, let me just throw this in a junkyard somewhere. It's unclear whose skull the tourist had taken home with him all those years ago, and it's now been reinterred into the catacombs. Although many of the remains date back to a 40-year period in the 18th century, members of the high-ranking Viennese families were also buried beneath the cathedral earlier. Yeah, this guy was just my ancient grandfather. Yeah, that's who I stole.
So he was from Australia?
I would say check the dental records, but they didn't have dental records back then.
So the skull was from Australia?
Austria.
Austria. Okay. I got you. I thought you said Australia. Oh, okay. That changes
yeah, they always
everything.
get confused. Sadly, they do all Austrian skull. Yeah, it's honestly really a short story. There's nothing else to say about it. But I will give you time to continue. I mean, there's a picture they provided here, and it's a skull inside some, packing peanuts. So they even put it in some, proper packaging. It wasn't just, in a box, jiggling around,
What do you call a person from Austria? An Austrian?
Famous Viennan family. Might be. Viennese.
Really hard to come up with a limerick on such a short story. I'm used to you going on for another 5 minutes.
I wish I could talk about the skull for 5 minutes, but there's nothing else to say. I could look up stuff about the cathedral. Let's see. St. Stephen's Cathedral, which was... Oh, right. My computer's internet is broken, so I can't use it. I got my one computer is disconnected from the internet for some reason. And if I try to fix it, my computer will black screen.
I gave him the name Ollie. Ollie the Austrian once had a brain. Centuries ago, out on the Austrian plain, which I don't think there is anything such a thing, but I thought you said Australia, so I'll make the excuse for that. I heard Australia, but this is no man from Nantucket. The location of his brain bucket, some weird things are hard to explain. So I tried to work in the man from Nantucket.
Yeah, sometimes you just can't.
That's the original. Yeah,
you just can't explain it.
That's right. I tried. You gave me 3 more minutes. Maybe 2.5, 3 minutes. I'd be able to finish that one.
I'll tell the BBC next time to talk about skulls for 5 minutes.
In my defense, I heard Australia, and I was finished. I had to go, crap. Outback. There's the outback of Austria.
Australia. They sound, yeah. If you slur it together, it sounds the same.
No kangaroos there either, damn it. Anyway, everything rhymes with kangaroo.
There are no kangaroos. in Austria.
No, unfortunately, there's no kangaroos. There once was a man from Nantucket, but there's no kangaroos.